Hey guys, today we'll just talk about some Amazon metrics and terminology. Some of these are some more detailed, proven metrics that we use to get a gauge on our growth and our success in our business. So just hang tight and we'll get started. We'll start with just a quick review on your advertising. If you're following along, just go to your advertising and campaign manager and it's going to pull up your advertising. Real quick, on the left here is going to be your spend and your sales, clicks, impressions, and ACoS. And now these are some of the metrics that I have pulled up. Of course, you can add what metrics you like by selecting add metrics and pulling up what you'd like to see. Instead of spending too much time on this, I'm just going to pull up some basic metrics that I already have listed out. And just go ahead and go through these, pause the video, and just review these, and then we'll move forward. These next metrics we're going to talk about, it looks at our overall business and really has a stronger correlation on our overall profits. The first one is your total advertising cost of sales. Just like your advertising cost of sales, it's taking your advertising spend and dividing it by sales, but in this case, it's going to be your net sales and not just your advertising sales. With your total advertising cost of sales, naturally you want to see this go down over time, which means that you're getting more organic growth and more organic sales versus advertising sales. And that's what we'll talk about next. Advertising sales versus organic sales. Now this one's very important to us because when we look at advertising sales, it's tied to advertising spend. So if our advertising sales is making up more of a portion of our organic sales, then our overall profits are going to go down. The higher our organic sales can be versus our advertising sales, of course, naturally that means your profits go up. We look at this metric over time and try to see if we got a positive or negative trend. If it's a negative trend, what that's telling us is that our listings aren't ranking as well organically as they were. So then we need to look at a couple of different things, such as, are we losing ground in certain keywords that are very profitable or very high conversion rates for us, or is there a lot more competitors in our market for these keywords? The total advertising cost per sales, this one's very important because it allows you to see just how profitable you are overall in a given period of time, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly. What we're doing is we're taking the advertising spent for each unit sold, and when I mean each unit sold, that's not just your advertising sales, that too is your overall sales. All you'll have to do is divide your advertising spend by your total units sold in that given period. These are the main metrics that we use to really see how well our business is doing, not just for advertising, but also organically as well. And I'm going to pull up my daily spreadsheet that I keep. I just update these sales daily and my overall sales dollars and my advertising spend. And really what I'm looking at, like versus what we were talking about a while ago, advertising as a percent of net sales. As you can see here, January 1, it was looking at 40%, and then I'm going to bring down below to January 9th, it's down to 27. You can see there's a downward trend, which just means that we're either ranking organically. In this case, though, we're coming off of Christmas, so January it has a few spikes, as you can tell. But overall, if we were looking at this on a normal basis, you can see that we would be getting more organic sales, more organic rankings, and which has a direct correlation with the amount of profits that you're receiving. As you can tell, the higher the percentage of net sales advertising is as a percentage of net sales, the lower your profits are for that day. Also, when we talked about the total advertising cost per sale, the higher the total advertising cost per sale is for that day, the less your profits are going to be. So you're really going to look for trying to drive this number down, which is meaning that you're getting more organic growth. After recording this information over time, you can start to notice trends, whether it's positive trends or negative trends. As you can see, we had a positive trend in our advertising sales as a percentage of net sales, and as well as our total advertising cost per sale over the course of that 9 days. Of course, you'd want to probably, the more time that you're looking at, the better your trends and stronger your trends will be. But there are also some external factors we want to consider as well. Some of those external factors is seasonal. If your item's seasonal, then you'll have strong trends. Whether that's positive or negative is based on if you're in season or out of season. Another external factor is going to be your market trend. Is your item or your niche, is it growing or is it shrinking? A good way to find this out is go to the Google market research tool that they have, and if you comment below and like to see on how to use that, just comment below and we can create a video on this shortly. Competition growth as well. So this is, are there some competitors entering into your market and that sort of thing. And once you've considered the external factors, it's good to also consider, your business factors. And one of those factors is launching products. Because what happens when you're launching new products, you're typically going to have a higher ACoS in the early stages. And that's just going to create a negative trend on both of the fields that we looked at, which was our total cost of per sale and our total advertising cost of sale. Just consider how much of your ad spend you're doing on these launches. And consider, if you really want to get a true number as far as going back to that organic growth or decline in that time frame, you want to back that launching ad spend out and your ad revenue, just so you can remove that external factor as well. In another factor is, are you increasing your ad spend? If you're increasing ad spend, this typically means you're being more aggressive with your ad spend. This will drive your ad revenue up and typically your organic sales as well. However, in the early stages, when you increase that spend, your ad revenue is going to increase, but your organic growth is not going to catch up for a bit. So during that time, you're going to see a negative trend. So you want to consider those factors as well. And then once you've considered all those factors, you really then can look at, okay, this is organic growth or this is organic decline. Let's deep dive into the organic decline and how we use some of our ad metrics to help us analyze what's causing the decline. Let me pull this up. The first one we look at is our conversion rate. You'll want to compare your previous period versus current period that you're looking at. And there could be a couple different reasons for that. We'll want to look at if your conversion rates decline. You want to look at, are you getting some bad reviews? If you got some bad reviews, what was your review rating before that? What has it gone to now? If you've gone from 4.5 stars to 3.5 stars, that's gonna hurt your conversion, which is gonna hurt your organic growth for sure. And then what may have happened though is it could have been due to competitors. Here's some things that we do just to look to see what could be causing that decline. Just make sure you take a look at your new listing. Your main keywords, and look for any new listings that are ranking near you. So if they're ranking on the 4th or 5th page, that's really not gonna make an impact for you. But if you're on the 2nd page of that main keyword, or your main keyword, you're number 2 or number 3 on it, you really want to look around that. Are you seeing someone ranked in the top 10 and you're on number 4? They could be pulling some sales from you. They're listed, $10 cheaper than you right now as they're trying to get growth. And another ones is, look at your impressions. If your impressions are staying consistent as they were before, your conversion rates are fairly equal. It could be due to competitors getting some of those clicks, and then that's where you'll see the click-through rate decrease on that. And when you see less clicks, you're going to get less conversions. And then once again, your conversion rate can decrease based on other competitors. There's more choices for your customer. So or it could just be due to volume decline. It could be, once again, it could be the seasonal thing. It could be, hey, we're coming, like for example, we're in January now. Mostly everyone saw a pretty big decline just because volume on Amazon for our keywords have declined. And there you're going to see impressions decline. Let me pull up there. And then another one is cost per click increasing due to the lack of demand, which means your impressions are declining. There's less people coming into the market, or less people coming in to buy products of that keyword. The cost per click is going up because everyone's paying more to get seen from fewer customers. It goes back to supply and demand. Let's just go over some of the volume decline metrics, such as the impressions and the click-through rate. And I pulled up just a period of time before Christmas because I don't want to skew the numbers by Christmas in January. So as you can see, our impressions for this given period of time for our ad spend, it stays pretty consistent. You can see there's a spike here for a few days, but overall it stays pretty consistent. So, but you can see a little bit decline though through the click-through rate. So that's where, if we're looking at this, we're looking at a decline in click-through rate. If we go back to our cheat sheet here, you can see click-through rate decrease could mean competitors. So then we want to go look at those listings again, look at our main keywords. Is there anybody ranking near us? And also that could also be caused due to lower reviews. If we've had some bad reviews over the last couple weeks or 10 days in that given period, and it's caused a review rating to go down, they're going to see the review rating before they click on the product. It's going to cause less click-throughs. So and then once again it hits your conversion rate. So those are the couple things that we look at, and it just kind of gives us a big picture for ad metrics and our overall metrics to kind of help us just guide our business at a high level. Next time we'll talk more about how to manage those PPC campaigns and how to get more in depth with our broad and phrase and exact match keywords to help us do better in our advertising and help us get our best bang for our buck. So if you liked our video today, just go ahead and make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel so you can see that video coming up soon, and go ahead and leave a comment for us. Just let us know what you liked about it. So alright, thanks. Until next time, we'll see you.